It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over first down at their own 26-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
First carry now for Gus Edwards.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got room.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into? A free hitter.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, 49ers 9.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too, so being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an overrun on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 5.
Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him by passing downs.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 3. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's McCloud from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McCloud from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Prochet on the return.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Samuel.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally.
get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jackson rolling to his left. And he's got it.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Edwards is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Once more, Edwards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Play action. Now Purdy. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that goes for a gain of 31.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That one complete to Crochet. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Crochet, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
49ers 9. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Purdy off the play fake.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now here's Samuel on the end around.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked